In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this super squishy, comfy, jumbo crochet blanket. Because the yarn is so thick and the hook is so large, it is a bit of a physical project. It works up really fast, but will require movement throughout your arms, shoulders, and upper body. If you're able, this is a super fun project and you end up with a beautiful blanket. As always, you'll want to reference the written pattern while you watch the tutorial for stitch counts for your chosen size as well as yarn amounts. This pattern is written in 2 sizes, a lap size, which is what I'm showing in the sample clips and photos, as well as a nice size throw blanket. Links to the written pattern are in the video description box below. You can of course customize this blanket to be whatever size you'd like it to be, just note that it may require more yarn, and the yarn for this blanket is a bit of an investment, though totally worth it. To get started, here's what you'll need. I'm using a number 7 jumbo weight yarn. This is Bernat Blanket Big in the color Misty Green. A 25mm hook, scissors, and a smaller hook to help with weaving in our ends. You're going to want to start off with a slip knot, and then slide the slip knot onto your hook. But don't pull it too tight. We're going to start off by making a nice and loose foundation chain. See the pattern for the correct number of chains you are supposed to make for your chosen size. For this tutorial, I'm making a small sample, so I will be chaining 10. As you're making your foundation chain, make sure you're really using your hook to pull up to really elongate your chain and make sure that each chain is not too tight. For row 1, we're going to start by making a half double crochet into our 3rd chain from our hook. So start with a yarn over, and then we're going to count over 3 chains from our hook. And because it's a fuzzy yarn, you might need to really feel out your stitches. Draw up a loop, and don't pull too tight. Make sure those loops can slide easily up and down your hook. Yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. You've just made your first stitch, and we're going to do the same thing in the next chain. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, draw up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. And this is what it should look like so far. So with fuzzy yarn, it's hard to see where stitches go, so you really need to use your hands. So use your hands to find where that next chain is and make your next half double crochet. Continue making half double crochet stitches in each chain across the row. I'm going into my last chain, and I've just completed row 1. We can now go ahead and turn our work, and we're ready to start on row 2. To start row 2, we're going to begin with a chain 2. And for row 2 and all the rows throughout, we're going to be working into the back loop only. So adjust your work so you can see the tops of your stitches. And if you look and feel or are familiar with a crochet stitch, you know that the top looks like a braid. So instead of catching both of those strands at the top of the stitch, we're simply going to go into the back loop only. So yarn over, find that first stitch, and find that back loop, and we're going to crochet into that back loop only, and we're going to make our half double crochet. So there's our first stitch. Use your hands to find the next stitch, and we're going to go in the back loop of that stitch as well. So that's all we're going to do across the row. We're simply going to half double crochet into the back loop only of each stitch across. I'm going into the last stitch of the row, And that completes row 2. To keep your blanket from growing or shrinking and making sure your edges stay straight, be sure to count your stitches after every row to make sure you're maintaining the right stitch count for the size blanket you're making. I should have 8 stitches, and I do still have 8 stitches. We can now turn our work and start row 3. So for rows 3 through the remainder of the project, it's just going to be a repeat of row 2. So we're going to start with a chain 2, and then we're going to half double crochet into the back loop only of each stitch across. And by crocheting into the back loop only, we're going to create a really beautiful ribbed texture. Refer to the pattern for the listed row count for your chosen size. If you'd like, pause here and meet back up with me once you've finished your first yarn ball and you're ready to join in a new ball, and we will do that together. At some point, you're going to run out of yarn and you're going to join in a new yarn ball. So I'm going to demonstrate how I like to do that. So once you run out of yarn, let's say you get to be about this far, this is a very short tail. So I am going to pull out my last stitch. And now I'm going to start a stitch. So I wanted to make sure that my tail is nice and long enough. So let's go into our next stitch. And we're going to start it but not finish it. So we're not going to complete the half double crochet just yet. We're going to grab our new yarn ball and we're going to yarn over with the new yarn. And then we're going to complete the half double crochet. And that's how we join in a new yarn ball. So now we're going to crochet as usual, but for that next stitch, I'd like to crochet over those 2 tails. Find the back loop of where you're crocheting into next, and then grab the tails, and we're going to crochet over them as we crochet into that stitch. And then we're just going to work as normal. And then from here, you can flip it over, and then you can tug on those 2 tails to make sure they're nice and even. And then continue working as usual. And that's all there is to it. So if you'd like, pause here and meet back up with me once you've finished your blanket and you're ready to weave in all of your ends. Okay, so I have just finished my last stitch. I am done with my sample, so I'm going to go ahead and clip my yarn and I'm going to fasten off. We're now ready to weave in our ends, so grab your smaller hook and we're going to weave in an end together. So grab one of your ends and make sure you're not unraveling what you did, but find a loop and we're just going to use our crochet hook to help us weave in our end. So I like to go along a row of stitches. I like to just go straight down, and then I like to go back down in the opposite direction but in the same spot. So I'm just using my hook to help me pull this tail through a row of stitches. So that looks good. Now I'm going to rotate it, and now I'm going to go back down in the opposite direction. And I like to grab different strands as I go to really get this end tangled in. The goal is to never see this end ever again. Now I'm going to flip it again, and now I'm going to go back down again in the opposite direction. And I'm just doing the same exact thing, and I'm grabbing different strands as I go. And the great thing is this yarn is super forgiving, so once you do this, you will never know where you weaved in your ends. So once you feel like it's sufficiently weaved in, you know what? I am going to pull this a little more to the inside. You can grab your scissors and then trim. And that's all there is to it. You're going to repeat that process for all remaining ends. And there you have it, how to crochet a jumbo crochet blanket. I really hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please let me know by giving the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and would like to, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!